everyone. Alrighty, so we are up to Vlogmas day 20. Today's a bit of a special day to me because it was 1 year ago exactly today that I found out that I was pregnant with Finn. Michael and I had been trying to fall pregnant for about 2 years. We had tried some fertility treatments, but none of it had worked, so we'd actually decided to take a bit of a break because I had a part in a play that was very taxing, and I didn't feel that I could continue doing fertility treatment whilst undertaking that role. So we put it on hold while I was in rehearsals and while the play was running. But somehow it turns out I fell pregnant during all that craziness, and so the play ended on the 1st of December and I found out that I was pregnant on the 20th of December. So yeah, and I surprised Michael. I found out at work actually because I was really not expecting to be pregnant. What I did was I went to the chemist to go purchase the Clomid, which is a fertility treatment drug that I had been trying to see if we could fall pregnant with. So I went to the chemist to purchase that. I also purchased a pack of Provera, which brings your periods on, and before you start taking those tablets you need to take a pregnancy test just in case. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll grab a pregnancy test just in case and I'll take it today so that I can start taking the Provera tomorrow. I also grabbed a packet of pads as well, expecting to get my periods the next day. So then I at my work toilets ducked in, took the pregnancy test thinking I'll pop one of those Proveras this afternoon or tomorrow morning, and the pregnancy test came up positive and I just couldn't believe it. I was over the moon. I was so excited. I went in and told my boss that I was feeling unwell and went straight to the doctor, got my blood test done, had it all confirmed, and then I came home and waited for Michael to come home. When he came home I asked him to bring the groceries up for me, told him I wasn't feeling very well, and when he came upstairs I was wearing a shirt that was a skeleton sort of shirt with a little baby in the belly, and I was holding the pregnancy test, and at first he didn't quite understand what was going on. He asked me why I was wearing a Halloween shirt when it was Christmas, and then he clicked when he saw what I was holding in my hand. So yeah, that was 1 year ago today, and now we have this gorgeous little boy, and yeah, it just makes me really happy thinking about it. Alright, all the mushy stuff over. Let's open the advent calendars. I feel like I'm getting an army. Haha, Dumbledore's army. Alrighty, so many. Who will we get today? I'm hoping Hagrid. I hope we get Hagrid soon. I've got a feeling this is Malfoy. Oh gosh. Yep, Malfoy. Alright, there he is. Here's all of them. Just stand Filch back up. Oh gosh. And there we go. Alrighty, day 20 down here behind the Christmas tree. That out of the way. What is that? I'm really unsure as to what this is. Maybe if I build it? Oh gosh, I'm knocking them all over. Okay, so it's got the house crests on it. But I don't know. Alright. Watch me build. So this is it built. I really don't have the faintest idea what it's supposed to be. Like, I say no. I might have to look it up, maybe. Alrighty, so I looked this guy up. Apparently it is a statue pedestal. So I'm assuming we'll be getting a statue at some time to put on there, probably tomorrow, I'd guess. Alrighty guys, so I've decided to do a little nursery tour today of Finn's nursery. I'm really happy with how it all turned out. I was very, very unwell during my pregnancy, so it was really hard to put too much time or energy into it. But with the help of my husband and some friends, we managed, well, mostly my husband, we managed to get it pretty much how I wanted it. I mean, I had hoped that we'd be able to paint it before he was born, but with me just being so sick, there was no way that was going to be able to happen. Now, I'm going to take you through and just sort of explain it a little bit more. So over here, we have our change table, which also doubles as his drawers. We have some nice bunting above it and a little shelf. Now, on here you'll see that there's, on the far right, there's the circular, what's it called, cross stitch. And that was actually done from one of Finn's ultrasounds, and it was a gift from my friend Alice. Next to it is a Tassie Devil, and that was given to Finn by my dad, who for Finn is his Grumps. Next to it is a toy that Michael got me for Valentine's Day one year. There's a ball from our gender reveal that one of Michael's friends brought us, and a puppy dog. You'll see that we've sort of got a lot of puppy dogs. That's something that Finn seems to gravitate towards. We've also got a little sword there that my best friend got me years and years ago that I thought would do nicely in here. In the back there's also a, looks like a picture, but it's actually fabric that's been put into a frame from Michael's mother. She gave us a whole heap of them. We have about 9 all up. Because we do have so many and not so much wall space, we've just decided 3 to display. Now on the change table, I have this little basket which has like easy to grab onesies, so that in the case of, like, you know, escaping baby, you have something just quick at hand, you don't have to go looking, so nice and easy to grab onesies. We've got here, we don't use all of these. This one actually gives him a rash, I should get rid of it. But with that gone, we pretty much use all of these, other than this one. So in here we've just got little bags for his poopy nappies, bin bags for the bin, Glen 20 for when it's real stinky, baby oil, which I used to use on his head a bit when he was littler to try and avoid cradle cap, hand sanitizer, very important for us, bit of rash cream, which we don't use very often, but comes in handy if like there's even like the slightest little bit of redness. I'll put this on him and then it's gone next time I change his nappy. And QV, which we moisturize him quite a bit. He tends to get very dry skin. Next to it we have the refillable wipes. Then we've got the change mat here. Which is out of focus. Now you notice that this is just on a set of drawers, which actually used to be our TV cabinet. I just think it's the right height. It's nice and big, got lots of storage, and it works. Why not? It's very big. At the moment we've got so much stuff in it. All his nappies are in it, all his clothes are in it, all his clothes for the next sizes are in it, his bedding, everything. When he's bigger and he's not in the cot anymore, we will downsize to something smaller, and we'll put in a set of drawers and a cupboard, which he doesn't have a cupboard at the moment. He doesn't really need one. We've got a little bin here. It's a bin, nothing special. And I love this bunting. It actually glows in the dark. You'll notice that there's a bit of a night sky theme to his room as well. Alrighty. So then down here we have our little car mat. It was always really important to me that we got a car mat. I always wanted one when I was a kid, but girls don't usually get car mats, so I never had one. And you'll notice that his little car mat has castles on it as well, so it's not only great for cars, but he could also like line his little soldiers up because there's 2 castles that he could defend. So that's cool. I really like that.
Got his little swing here, which we don't use so much anymore. Used to use all the time when he was little. Then we've got his cot. There's a little riffraff that was a gift from my boss. It actually plays lullabies and breathing sounds, and he really likes the breathing sounds. It helps him get to sleep. Got our little monitor hanging there. A little world map. This is really cool. I just got this from Kmart, but it has all the animals that are native to the areas on the thing, and I just think that's really cute. So yeah, like sloths there, and kangaroo for Australia, penguins. I really like it. You can also get it in a rug. I was thinking about getting it as the rug. Now this is a gift that I got at the baby shower from a lovely friend called Kayla. You'll notice that there's a lot of Kaylas in my life. I think there's 3 or 4 Kaylas that are my friends. But one of the Kaylas got this for me. She actually is a graphic designer, and she works at a printing place. So she managed to get this done for me, which is really lovely. Prince Large, because he's a little prince, and at the time they didn't know his first name. Then underneath there we've got like a little bedside table, which is actually also a storage container. And on there we have his little lamp that we usually read to him by, his book which we're reading at the moment, which is Deltora Quest, the remote for the aircon. Then we've got this little bed, which will eventually be his bed when he's bigger. We're just using it as like a day bed for now that we all sit on and we cuddle on while we read his bedtime stories. And he quite likes it, you'll see. Above here, this is really cool, is the night sky from the night that he was born. This was also a gift from a friend of mine at the baby shower. She was a lovely photographer who did all of our photography work while I was pregnant and after. There is fairy lights running up and over, and it's also entwined around the bed on both sides, which is really nice. We turn those on at night when we read stories. Now his room's a bit different because it's got like a little sleep out attached to it. So we'll come out here. So we've got the rocking chair here, which was an awesome find. I found this on Facebook for $50, and it's all like custom made and has this lovely pattern. It can go either way, but we like the skull pattern. Now I used to keep like all my breast pads and nipple shields and all that sort of stuff on this table, but now that I'm not breastfeeding, we don't need that anymore, so we don't really keep much on that table. We've got a little portable aircon that we only just installed the other week. Sort of changed the configuration of this room a little bit, but it's worth it because it's so hot in Australia right now. Then we've got a bookshelf here, which up the very top we have his pot from when we dressed him up as a mandrake for a friend's birthday, Harry Potter themed birthday. Very hungry caterpillar. There's a box of keepsakes up the top. There's quite a few boxes of keepsakes in here. Some of the books that he owns that he was given at his baby shower. There's 2 more of those prints that Michael's mum made us. Some little penguins, some toys, and then a box of toys and a box of stickers, and down the bottom we're going to put more boxes of toys. So yeah, that's pretty much his nursery tour. I'm really happy with how it's come together, and this little guy just doesn't seem to mind it, do ya? Do ya? Righty, so I'm going to leave it there for today. It's pretty late in the afternoon, and I'm just going to be cooking dinner and doing that sort of stuff. So I will see you all bright and early in the morning. Have a good night.